Hey! What's on the agenda? I'm doing half ways you're probably making mistakes, or like half mistakes that I see a lot of people make, and then this side is like tips and tricks on how to get flawless makeup. Trust the process. I hope I can keep this live up because, like, it's gonna be super educational. Like, I hope I'm not, like, too quiet and then I want to turn on music, you know? I could probably, like, if I did want to play music, I could probably, like, save the video and private it, and then, like, cut clips, maybe? I don't know. Or just, I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, I still want to have fun, you know? Okay. I want to wait just a few more minutes so that way people can come in. I never know in the beginning when to start. It's kind of just like, you know, just kind of waiting around a little bit. Not this live? What? The wedding video? Did you post it? Ah! Hi, hi. Double tap your screen, please. Not yet. I don't want to start yet because, like, there's not a lot of people here yet. Hi. Double tap your screen. My skin looks very clear. Okay. Well, we're gonna start in a few minutes. Thank you. I got them on Temu. Hi. Hopefully this live is not too eventful. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm here for all the events. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna shape my brows a little bit because they are out of control. Been waiting all week for the festives. Phone's dead. Well, thanks for stopping in, room. Hi, I'm 28. Crazy, I know. Okay, well, I reckon we're gonna start. We're 10 minutes in and I haven't started yet, but we're gonna do it now. Okay, so one side is going to be ways I see people make mistakes, and then, or like, the wrong way, whatever. And then the one side is going to be a tip or a trick on how to apply the products. I am going to do everything. I am literally barefaced right now, so we're not hitting bronzer yet. We will later. Okay, so I'm going to use the Super Fluff by Maybelline on one side. The tape trick, haven't used it, but never forget it. I'm going to use it on one side. Well, let's start with the bad side first. Okay, this is going to be the bad side, this is going to be the good side. So, when you use a brow pen, you kind of want to start out with a brow gel, so it gives you like a base, if you have sparse brows anyways, where to put the brow pen, like to fill it in, to not overuse your brow pen. So we're gonna do this side of brow pen first. And we're gonna completely fill it in, because I see people doing that. And then they go in with a tinted brow gel, and it just looks really blocky. And this, I'll show you how to do it without doing the blockiness. Rookie mistake. There's a lot of people that do it this way. I've seen it. And they bring their tail of their brow down. Like more down. I don't think that is down far enough. So we are going to make it more dramatic. So it's like more pulled down. See what I mean? It like rounds this out. Looks like I've been punched. Looks a little swollen there, you know? Okay. So there's that side. And I'm gonna put the brow gel on now. So you can see what that looks like. And how blocky and dark it looks. See what I mean? See what I mean? There's some weird brows out there. There is. This is, I don't want to say the wrong way, but there's a better way to do it. See what I mean? Make sure we coat all the brows. Okay, see what I mean? It's kind of really thick and blocky. So this side, we're going to start with the brow gel. This will do most of the work for you. See, it's already filling in. It's doing a good job. I don't like it. Me either. But this will do most of the work for you, and you just gotta fill in the sparse areas. Okay, so there's that, and I'm gonna use the brow pen to fill it in. Just in the places that it needs to be. And then if we like get a little bit messy, I always do. I always get messy. But you can just carve it out with concealer. We're not going to do that to the side because I see a lot of people just not doing it. So we're going to leave that side just like that. See how much more natural this looks over here? Because we're only putting it in the places that it needs to be. And then we're going to carve it out. And you also want your brow so it doesn't look really swollen. You want it to come out just a little bit. Just don't bring it down. This will lift your eyes and lift your face. Just that little detail. Okay, so there's that brow before we even carve it out, and there's the bad side. So now we're gonna use, let's see. I have a lighter concealer and a darker concealer. We're gonna use a darker concealer on this side because I see people not using the correct shade for their concealer. Your concealer is supposed to be a little bit lighter than your foundation. So we're gonna carve this side, make it look nice and neat. If I like ramble or stumble on my words, I don't know how to talk. So just kind of bear with me. I don't know how to say things. Like later I will. Like I'll think about it. And then later I have like the perfect thing to say. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna clean it up just a tad bit more right in the front because we don't want big, huge brow and then skinny at the end. I used to do that with the dip brow. If anybody's ever used dip brow, like now I could use the product correctly, but back then, man, them thick Sharpie brows were so in. Okay, this looks more natural. Bushy, ferocious beast over here. Okay, so we're gonna move on to eyeshadow, and we're gonna do the same look. Use the same shadows, but this side we're gonna prime, and this side we're going to use probably just a powder because I have oily eyelids, but some people don't even prime, so then their eyeshadow looks. So we're gonna prime one side. I'm using the e.l.f. Lock It Down. This is not my favorite, but better than nothing. And you don't have to put translucent powder over this if you don't want to. Sometimes I prefer it, sometimes I don't. And you want to make sure it's all thinned out and even all over your eyelid. Sometimes eyeshadow primers crease. Make sure that's tapped out before you start your eyeshadow. You know what? I see people using concealer for their primer sometimes. Sometimes that does work. It does work for some people. So I'm not going to do that. But I see people not using any primer at all. So that's what we're going to do on this side. But I'm going to find a brush. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'm just going to put a little bit of powder on this side. See, this side already looks smoother and nicer than this side. Oh, than this side. Say no to ferocious brows. Exactly. Hi, Mr. V Rose. We're doing mistakes that I see people make, or like some people that could use tips and tricks, like they don't like what they do, but they do it anyways because that's all they know. And then this side is like tips and tricks, or like a better way to apply it. I don't know how to talk, so I don't find the right words. Let's do I don't know what eyeshadow palette I want to use. Let's probably do a neutral. Okay, so that one eyebrow looks like a Cuban lady at the fruit stand. Like, look at this. More natural, nice, neat, lighter. This one's like, ah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the bad side first. Yeah, I think we're gonna just start with the bad side every time. This isn't wrong per se. Setup looks nice. Thank you, twins. Thank you. This isn't like bad per se, but it's like there's a better way to do it and to make it look nicer. And that's what I'm going to show. Just clean off a few brushes. Okay. So on this side, we're going to start with transition. The twins with all the money. Yeah! We're going to start with this side. And we're going to do lightest to darkest shades. And it will turn out a little muddy, and the transition shade, you won't see it. There's not going to be hardly any different colors. It's going to be like a weird muddy color. I'm guilty of this years ago, but here we go. I'm going to do, should we do warm tones or cool tone eyeshadow? Let me do a poll. Sorry for the poor joke earlier. I didn't even see it. I didn't understand it, I guess. So we got, here's the warm tones and the cool tones. Do you ever get hiccups? Well, I think everyone gets hiccups. Right? About to chill with little ones. Have fun! Thanks for stopping in. Cold. Y'all, vote, 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 vote. Vote, 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 vote. How do you make your blush lighter? We are going to get to that point. Summertime, baby. That one eyebrow is tripping me out. It's not as bad as it could be. You know, I didn't want to over exaggerate it, but I just wanted to show like the subtle differences, you know? Warm tones is winning. Vote, guys, vote. Vote on eyeshadow. Vote, vote, vote. The best clear lip gloss. You can find a good clear lip gloss from anyone, honestly. The lifter glosses, they're good. That brow is ferocious. One of my favorites is the Lawless Forget the Filler. I like that one. I like this one, and the Maybelline, I think it's Maybelline, right? Lifter gloss. The lifter gloss is good. Let me see what kind of clears I have in here. I like lip balms. Oh, Essence. Essence has good lip glosses. Those are pretty good. I don't really use clear lip gloss though, but I do know Essence has very good ones. Essence and Maybelline have good ones. Okay. Vote, 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 vote. I don't use it, but I have 30. I have tinted lip glosses, not clear. I have like pinks and more pink and nudes. You know, they're tinted. Okay. I think I'm gonna end the poll. Warm tones win. Warm tones won. So we're gonna do that. Okay, and we're starting off with the lighter shades before I blind myself. So we're gonna start with transition shade. And also, people just do this, the windshield wiper blending. Did you have a set of ears on the other day that we never saw before? These? Are they even in here? Where are they? Where did they go? What the heck? Bunny ears? I have bunny ears. I have bunny ears. And I have, oh, here they are. These ones. Okay. So we're just using a transition, ooh, I got burps. Okay. Transition shade, and people just do the windshield wiper mode going on here. No different bunny ears. Ow, what the heck? No. No. This is all I have. They don't bring it out a little bit, or, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but this kind of drags your face down a little bit, you know? And then we're gonna go in with the next lightest shade, or the next one down, like darker. We're gonna take that in the crease underneath that. Like, it's not looking bad so far, but like, give it a minute. Okay, then we're gonna take the next shade. We're going on down, because that's how you do a full glam. You try to blend everything. You can already see. You can already see that some of those shades are disappearing. This is what I see all the time, and it's starting to get muddy. I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to create a cool tone shade, which is kind of weird. But it's getting muddy. That's what we don't want. Okay, then I'm going to take the darkest shade and we're going to put it right there. Right on the outer corner and in the crease also. Okay, that looks a muddy mess. Looks like a bruise. That's what we don't want. And I used to do this. I thought that's how you were supposed to do it years ago. No. There's a much better way to do it. And also, if you have any harsh lines, like right there. Hey, Coffee. If you have any harsh lines, I see people going in with the same brush with this product on it, and they just keep blending, and they keep blending, and then they keep blending. That's not how you do it. Thank you, Coffee, thank you. And then they end up with eyeshadow up in their brow, which is not good. And then they take their blending brush with the product on it that we used for the first shadow, and they keep bringing it up like this, and that's not good. That doesn't look good. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. Okay, so, and it's still not blended. So, we're going on to this side, and what you do, make sure you start with clean brushes. A little color switch is nice for that. Okay, so we're gonna start out with a small little, it's like a shader brush, a small shader brush, and we're gonna take the darkest shade here. And we are going to, yes, my whole channel is makeup. We're going to pack it where we want it, where we want our depth. And we're doing our eyes first so we can clean it up with concealer and foundation. But you want to pack it on, get that color on there, and then take it where you want it and leave it. Don't blend it. We're doing mistakes or how you do your makeup but you want to fix it, and this is tips and tricks how to fix it or how to do it differently. You don't want to take that all the way in, but you want to take the end of the outer corner just out just a little bit, and I'll show you why when we get it all blended out. But you want to pack on your darkest shade that you're going to be using, and it's going to look a little crazy, but it's going to look so much better than this. Then you're going to take a little bit bigger brush like this. It's a flat kind of shader, fluffy shader brush. I don't know what it's called. And then you want to skip this shade and go to this shade. Just a little bit lighter. And you want to go right on the edges of that and then put it in the crease. And then if you buff out some of that depth that you wanted, you can always go back and add it. Thank you. But what we're doing right now is blending that color right there. And you don't want to press too hard, and you want to hold your brush at the end so that way you don't put too much pressure. Because if you grab up on it, you're going to be like digging into it. You don't want that. You want to hold the end of your brush. And that will help with the light blending. Okay, and now you determine if you want that lighter shade to be a little bit darker or if you want to leave it. before you blend all this in. So like, see how it's still not a little bit blended? Like, you know, you just keep going with the same brush. Don't add product. Just hit right on that line, and don't blend this part. Blend right where it's blunt, like a blunt line. You just want to blend that, only that. Okay, and then you're going to go in with an even lighter shade, and you're going to blend that line right there, that little line. It's not going to take much at all because it is a lighter shade. So we're just going to take a shade like this, just a little bit, and you want to tap it off so you don't have too much product. And just hold your brush at the end still, and just dust over that. Another trick is if you bring it up a little too high, you can always take a translucent powder and get it on a clean blending brush and dust it, just blend it, and it'll kind of like blend away. But we're gonna continue what we're doing. And then for this right here, you want to get your little brush again, and you want to clean it off. And we're going to take that shade right there, tap it off, and then we're going to just blend right on that line. See what it did? You see that? Look at this mess. Look at this nice and neat little look here. And if you see any like lines or whatever, you can just go back in and fix it. But we did the same thing, not the same thing, but we're doing the same look on both sides. So we are getting muddy mess, nice and neat. Okay, then we're gonna do a shimmer shade, I think. See what I got here. Or you can just do makeup like that emoji right there, and you'll nail it. You'll kill it. Let me find some shades. No mistake there. And if you do anything on this side and you love it, fine. Like, do you. But if yours looks like this and you want it to look like this, keep watching. I think we're gonna do some golds. No, I usually don't. If you follow this technique. you won't usually have issues. The issue, when you run into that kind of issue, it's usually the primer or lack of primer, or too much being applied at once. Like you can add, you can keep adding product, but you can't take any away. Hey D, you are not new. I'm trying to find a lighter gold shade. That's what I want to find. All these eyeshadow palettes, you'd think I would be able to find one. Okay, I got one. Okay. Okay, so on this side, we are going to do, it's not necessarily wrong, but it doesn't look the best. To me, anyways. We're gonna do shimmer shade on the lid. And I'm gonna wet our brush, because everybody does. I'm gonna do shimmer shades. So we're taking this light gold shade here, it's like a champagne gold. We're gonna pack on our brush like this, and we are going to put it all over the middle and inner corner. I see this all the time, and I'm not a fan. I used to do this. Okay? I was not always good at makeup. For the time, I was. Like, nowadays, no. See what I mean? Okay, now what you want to do is start with, get a shimmer shade that's going to match this better. So, maybe like this, and then so you want to start out with like a shade like this, and then inner corner like this, and then on your like right there you put a very light shade, but we're gonna use our finger and put that right there to blend it, just right in the middle. See how it's keeping the depth and it didn't keep it here? There you go. And then we're gonna take a brush, and it's probably still wet. So we're gonna take, which shade? That one. Okay. We're gonna take the lighter one and put it on the inner part, and it's gonna be a gradual shimmer. No one gives a shit? Well, you're here, so I think maybe you do. And if you want more shimmer, you can always go in with a topper, and then if you bring it out too far, your shimmer, you can always just go inward like this to blend back. I want all the shimmer. Okay, well, you still get shimmer, but it doesn't look like this. Okay. So, we're gonna finish the eyes after our base. Callie has spider leg lashes, probably. Okay, so on this side, people use too dark or too, like, it's yellow, okay? So we're gonna use a darker shade. I am terrible at matching, but I have mixing pigments to fix it. But not everybody can do that. So this is too dark. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use my sponge. And we're not gonna prime because there's people that don't prime or moisturize or anything. This is not my shade. Definitely not my shade. And then they don't blend it down the neck, so it's like really blunt. You know? Ooh. Ooh. Yes. This side is like someone looking for help to get to this side, you know? You know what I mean? It's I'm serious. I didn't do it like this extreme, but I wasn't always the best at makeup. Okay. So on this side, we're going to use a shade that is our shade. Yeah, I want to leave this live up. So, oh, I haven't primed. Let's prime. A good primer is the Wet n Wild Clingy primer. Could go viral, maybe. Maybe not. I kind of don't ever hear of a live going viral. I could probably like save the video and upload it. You know? Can't I do that? Like I could edit it and like, you know, cut out the nonsense. Okay, and we're gonna let that set a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yes. This is really oxidizing. And then I also want to go in with a pore filling primer on this side, just around my nose area, because that's where I got my pores. Man, this side looks like shit. Okay. So I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Okay. What's up? Oh my. Look at that. It's so patchy and choppy, and this side's like gosh. And if you want, here's another trick. If you have trouble with foundation breaking apart, you can also spray your setting spray underneath your foundation. I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to wash this right off, and I'm not going to go anywhere with a bad side and a good side, you know? Okay. Hi. How about using glitter? You always want to use a glitter glue. Now I recommend the NYX one. And never, ever use craft glitter. Always use cosmetic glitter. Because cosmetic glitter is made for if it comes into contact with your eyes. So it's not going to blind you or like cut your eye. Craft glitter is literally just... It's very sharp if you get it in your eye. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna use my favorite, the e.l.f. Skin Tint. This is my favorite. And I'm gonna use like the side of the sponge since we used the butt of the sponge. I'm gonna just put it on. And it looks very light because this side is very dark. And even though it does match, I'm still gonna like bring it down a little bit. See, it makes it like look like it's not my shade. But if you like, I'm pretty pale, okay? And I got too much product. I didn't need very much at all with that. It's okay to be white. I need merch that says that with me going. Okay, so I usually do contour next. Let me see, do I have a warm one? Because I see people using warm, depends on how white. I don't know, I'm pretty white. Let me check these out. Not warm enough. That's pretty warm. That's not warm enough. We'll use this one. This says it's a contour wand, but it's more of a bronzer. Bronzers are warm toned and contours are cool. So, and then I see people do this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and blend that out. Okay, we're gonna use this. This is a new brush, but we can clean it later. And then just blend it out. But sometimes I don't blend it out good enough. But we're not gonna leave it like that. We're gonna leave it like that. You see that? Okay. And then I see people drag it down, drag down their contour. Don't slip the base. No. This is a clingy primer and it's sticky and it holds your base on. Okay. There we go. That's it. And on this side, we're going to use a cool tone and we're just going to put a little bit of product on. Make sure I get enough. A little bit of product and that's it. And I contour around my lips and on my chin. And if you need like warmth or whatever, this will not give you warmth. That's for bronzer. And I don't use liquid bronzer. Usually I use powder. Oh, this is gonna be hard for the nose because we're doing half face. I'm gonna blend this out down here. And if you need to, you can go in with your sponge that has the base product on it to help blend it, which I am going to do. It just kind of defines the jawline a little bit. And then I use a smaller brush for like my nose and my lips. Your left side, my right side. Looks real good. This is my right side. This is my left side, this is my right side. I hope you don't think this side looks good. I think you're talking about this side. Sink side, this side. And then for your contour on your cheekbone, you want to blend up. You don't want to blend down. And see how that little bit of product got you what you needed? You don't need a lot. It just brings back the dimension in your face. You don't need it to give you color back. This looks like crap. Okay, then we're going to move on to concealer. I see people using too light of a shade. They mean the excess. I see people using too light of a shade or just too dark of a shade. So, I think we're just gonna go in with. We're gonna use too dark of a shade. Because that is not good. Either. It's all not good. But they put it everywhere. You know. And they do this number. They make a triangle. Which is too much product. Too much product. This was a good idea. Thank you. And then they blend it out. This is a really nice concealer, but it is too dark for me. But they blend it. That looks like crap. So I'm gonna go in with a concealer that is my shade. And we're just going to put a little bit here, a little bit here, just where we need it. I like to brighten a little bit with it. Just a little bit, you know? And then under your contour can help clean that up if you get a little messy with it. So I'm gonna do that right here. And it'll help it look more defined. See? There you go. I'm switching sides of the sponge. So this side was the bad side. This side had the skin tint that I used on this side, but I used this side for the concealer too. And then I'm using a clean side for this side. This is art to me and therapy. Me too. And then I like to let the concealer under my eyes sit for a second just to kind of dry a little bit, so that way it gets thicker and it's has more coverage. This oh gosh. I think that's pretty good. And then we're gonna clean up our eyeshadow a little bit. See what I mean? It lifts your face. Like, look at this. You can really see it. And then you don't wanna put concealer up under there when you first apply it. You wanna work it up so that way it doesn't crease as much. And then you can just take that little bit of concealer wherever you need it. See, look how flawless that is. Okay. And then, oh. And then I'm gonna use this pink powder because I've been seeing it lately and it does not look very good. Thank you! Okay, so we're gonna use this, and I see people using a lot of it. We're going to pack it on our sponge or our puff, and then, okay, you see this crease there? People don't pat it out. People don't pat it out. So we're not gonna fix it. We're just gonna set it. And we're gonna keep a crease there. And they just pack on that powder. And they bake with it. And it doesn't stop there. They do this down here. Sometimes it's too light. It's like too brightening of a powder, but lately this pink powder has been trending, so I've been seeing that a lot. So it's all crusty. Ooh, it's all crusty and whatnot. And then I like to use the kimchi. It's brightening a little bit, but I don't use a lot. We grab a clean puff. This is the Ivender. This is lavender and Ivender together. But I use a little bit. I get it out of here like this, and I kind of tap it, and then it's crusty, ew. And then I tap it on here so it gets all over the sponge, and you want to make sure that it's not too much powder in there. So you can just go back to your hand if you need more. But we gotta blend out this concealer crease because we don't want to set a crease. And I don't bake, I press this powder in. You want to work that powder into your concealer. If you need more, just go back on the back of your hand. Done with contour? I think so. We're gonna do bronzer in a second. Which some people think that bronzer and contour are the same thing, but they're not. Okay, so we have set that, and we still have a ton of powder on our hand, but we don't need it. Looking like a comic book, kinda. Okay, so then they dust away their powder on this side, and then they put it all over their face, and it just looks a mess. Okay, there's that. I was getting 5 o'clock shadow vibe on the left side. So this side looks really, really pale, but it matches me. Okay, now I'm gonna set the rest of my face with a pressed powder with a big fluffy brush. We don't need to bake our whole face. We don't even need to bake under our eyes. But we're gonna set the rest of our face with a big fluffy brush like this. I need to clean it, but you know, whatever. Also, I forgot to say, on this side, if your foundation is too dark, you can take a concealer and fix it. Or don't use a foundation and just use your concealer. If you have like a concealer that is more your skin tone, you can definitely use your concealer. Hey Zoe! I like the non-creasy side more. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now it's time for bronzer. For this side, I'm going to use a Pat McGrath. It's not too warm. It's like a cool, warm shade. And then for the other side, I have this orange shade. People like orange for some reason, and it's gross. Okay, you see the difference between those? I mean, this is very similar, but look at that. It's like orange. Okay. So we're just gonna take too big of a brush, first of all. I'm gonna dip into that orangey bronzer. And we're just gonna take it everywhere, like everybody does. Not everybody, but a lot of people do. Very cool bronzer. It could be your skin tone, because sometimes a cooler bronzer can look like a warm bronzer on you, depending on your skin tone. And a warm tone bronzer can look orange on you. Like, it doesn't even have to look like this to look orange on you. But there's our Cheeto Dust frickin' bronzer. On this side, we're gonna take a smaller brush for our bronzer. And this is the cooler tone. And we're just going to dust back. And then you can go forward lightly. You want to do it towards the end of you want to hold your brush towards the end. And you want to just lightly do it. I'll show you. Okay, hold on. You can see kind of. Hold on. Let me get a little bit closer. The lights kind of wash me out a little bit because I am so pale. You can see the bronzer showing up. And then like but you can take it on the cheekbones and you just want to do it lightly. Hold your brush towards the end and just dust it. So it just looks airbrushed. You can swipe it back, and then if you want it forward, just start where you already started and go in. So that way it's more of a gradient, but you want to make sure it's in your hairline. Then you can just pounce that on your hairline. There you go. There you go. And you can take it on the neck if you want. Just a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Next, I saw you in my television. What? Okay. Okay. But here is the regular side, the more correct side. Here's that. Maybe I went a little extreme on this side. But if you've seen the people that I've seen, okay, so we're gonna be using this blush, and and here's that. The color orange skin only looks good on one human being. That's true. Okay, so I still see people doing this for blush and putting it on the apples of their cheekbones. Or not the cheekbones, but the apples of their cheeks. Still, why are we doing that? Okay, I'm gonna get 2 different brushes so I don't mess up my real brush for a blush. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. We'll just use this one. But, okay. I'll show you why this is incorrect. They literally put it on the apples of their cheeks. And I'm going to tap it off. Now it's down here. You don't smile all the time. So like, I'm trying to blend it, but this side doesn't have a primer or anything on it. And it doesn't want to blend. It's just getting worse. Ugh, okay. We'll kind of tone it down just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so there's that. The place is really coming together. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so maybe looks good while you're smiling, but you don't smile 24/7. You don't. So we're gonna take a clean clean. Y'all know I don't clean my brushes all the time, but I wipe it on a towel and it's good enough, okay? So we're gonna take a little bit of blush and we're gonna place it back here and lightly tap. And you also want to bring it down just a little bit just to blend it with your contour and everything. And if you have more of a long face, you can bring it this way just a little bit. But if you have a rounder face and you want it to be more elongated, you can bring your blush this way. So this way, if you have a longer face and you want it to not look as long, you can bring it this way. And if you have a rounder face and you want it more elongated, just bring it like this. I like my blush like this. And see, look how pretty. Look how pretty that is. Not too much. And y'all know I go overboard with blush, but we're keeping it light today to show. Okay. There we go. And make sure you blend with your contour. So you can see that contour there. But this side is more flushed and that left side of your face is effed. I know. Okay, so now we're gonna finish the eyes. And let's see, where's that palette? So okay, we're gonna take that same flat, fluffy blending brush, shader brush, I think that's what it's called. And we are going to take the darkest shade right there. And I see this. You never actually see your right side out in the wild. I know. Isn't that crazy? You see this more often. We're gonna take the darker shade. And I see this so often. And they don't leave it out here. See how this darker shade is out here? They'll do this, but they'll bring the dark shade all the way in. What are you using on your brows lately? I'm using the same stuff. I'm using the Maybelline Super Fluff and the NYX Lift and Snatch. Okay, so we're gonna take this all the way in. And it's just gonna close off your eyes. It's not gonna look good. And this is it. They don't blend it. They just leave it there. Just like that. That's not good. That doesn't look good. But on the good side, where's my brush? Hell no. Let me show you what to do. Where's that brush? Where's my brush? There it is. Okay. Make sure it's cleaned off a little bit. Looks like pink. Okay, we're gonna take that same shade right there. That same dark shade. And we're gonna keep it right up against the lash line. And we're gonna connect it right there. And we're gonna keep it on the outer corner. Don't go further than the shade right there. Don't take it further. Leave it right there. Okay? Then you can just use that same brush. But clean it. Where the heck did I put it? Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Okay. Clean it off really good because that was a lot of product. And then you want to take like a shade like this or like this, depending on how smoky you want it. I think I'm going to mix some, tap it off, and then blend it. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that just look so much better? Okay. So now we are going to, what should we do next? I don't think I'd be okay. Eyeliner, I think. Okay. So, I see a lot of people doing such thick liner. You can have thick liner, but they make it really thick on the inner corner too. And they tug their eye. Oh man, I hate that. Okay, so we're gonna do our liner now. I'm literally trying to make it thin. Okay. And then we're gonna do a little wing here. Nothing fancy, just a shitty little wing. Okay. I did this on a roller coaster. Yeah. Well, maybe I did. Okay. So they have this thick liner here. Not very good. So you can do a thick liner or not as thick. You know, you can do it on the outer corner, more thick, and it'll look a lot better. So you can have the thick liner, but it looks so much better when it's thinner going in, you know? And if you mess up, which I did a little bit, right under there, you can just take a little concealer brush and swipe it away. I don't like how black the second one was. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. So, there's that. We still have thick liner here, but it's not completely like same thickness all the way through. And there's another thing. Oh, shoot. I see people use white liner, or I'll use white. I use more of a cream shade. but they use the white all over their bottom lash line to open up their eyes. That does not look good. It doesn't. Here's a trick. Take a cream, like a little cream, beige, whatever, a brightening shade, not white, unless you're trying to do, you can, okay, if you're going for more animated, you can use the white, or if you just like the white look, but I do right in the center. And that's it. I don't put it all over. It opens your eye. It opens your eye. And you know what? You could probably do it with the white, and I'll do it. I'll do it. And it looks better than the other side. Wipe it off. We'll use the white on the center. Yeah, see? Looks so much better than that. So I take that back. You can use the white. Just see it like right in the center. Yeah, exactly. Like if you like the way that your makeup turns out and I'm explaining the way you do your makeup, that's fine. If you enjoy it that way, that's fine. But if you want to know how to get this side, here's how. Okay. Then I like to use the cream blush to put on top. Yeah, you do you. But if you want help, I'm here to help. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of that cream. It just helps it helps the blush look more vibrant, and you just kind of dab it over top, and it just looks so good. This is the Patrick Ta blush, by the way. And if you go overboard, you can blend your blush with a powder blush, or a powder brush, I mean, a little powder brush, and just dab on the edges, and it'll blend it out. Voila! Voila! Okay, so now we're gonna do some mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes. There's people that are afraid of a lash curler. I get it. I get it. Okay, I'm gonna curl them. I'm gonna keep this up, or I'm gonna airbrush makeup. No, I haven't used that. I'm gonna keep this up, or I'm going to save it and make a video out of it. Maybe, I think I might just keep it up. I don't know. What should I do? But a tip with your lash curler, start at the ends and work your way into the root. And don't tug. Don't tug. And don't curl your lashes with mascara on. Both? Okay. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna put some mascara on. More strategic? Okay. I think I'll just leave it up and then just take clips, you know? If you want your lashes to stay curled and your lashes are like dead straight, don't put the mascara on your roots. Just from mid-root, like right above your root, and then up. Like, it'll take, you won't have very much volume, but hey, your lashes will stay curled. Okay, there's that. And then we're gonna curl out the root with this side. Yeah, I'll compile, like I'll shrink down this live and make it into a video probably. Okay, and then we're just gonna blink with our mascara because I see a bunch of people doing that. And thick O lashes. Okay. Sure. I think we're, oh, there's, oh, I got mascara. Okay, you know what? Who cares? I'm gonna put mascara on the bottom lashes. Condense. Yeah, condense. And on your bottom lashes, I find that just going straight down works so much better. You don't make a big mess. If you just go straight down. So none of that wiggling stuff. And if you get a clump, just take a spoolie and brush it down. Oops, have you tried the Maybelline Sky High Mascara before? Yes, I did not like it. Okay, on this side we're gonna wiggle because a lot of people do that. And it just looks heavy and awful and clumpy. She has a video on it. Do I? Do I have a video on the Sky High? I don't think so. I have a video on this one. Put in the wedding clip. Okay. Next is highlighter. So on this side, we're gonna use a shade that's not very good. That is too dark. I think I still have one. Yes, I do. Okay. People do. That's what I thought it was. No, this is the Bubble Colossal. They use a shade that is too dark, and it doesn't do what they want it to do. It doesn't highlight. To look for it. Do you have any recommendations for mascara around the same price range? I like the e.l.f. Lash Extender. I like this one. It's a tubing one. And I also like the Essence Lash Princess. Any of the Lash Princesses are good. Okay, what was I doing? Highlighter. Okay. So they take their highlighter, too dark, and they just spread it on like this, okay? I have a bunch of reviews on some e.l.f. stuff too. I don't think I reviewed this, but this is very good. What works for you doesn't work for everyone. That's not completely true. Like, I can tell if there's a good or a bad mascara. Okay, if a mascara is gonna make if a mascara is gonna make your lashes really clumpy and stuff, it's gonna make everybody's lashes clumpy, you know? Or I feel that way. I think that's true. I think that's true. because there's mascaras, okay, there's mascaras that everybody agrees on. Clumpy, flaky, smudgy. Like that, yes. Absolutely. Everybody would probably share the same opinion. But mascaras are different. There's lengthening, there's thickening, there's curling, there's tubing, there's waterproof. I don't like waterproof mascara because it makes my lashes fall out. Okay, so we're gonna do highlighter on this side. I'm gonna use Rare Beauty, and this is like a, it's almost, when you blend it out, it's like kind of translucent a little bit, but it has some pigment. But it's got that shimmer. Okay, we're gonna just take a little dab and buff it all over that high point right there. And that just gives you a little glow, and it's so pretty. That's it. And then inner corner for this side. I think it's funny that Chris is telling me what works for people doesn't, what works for you doesn't always work for other people. Okay, well, double tap my screen, not my sister. Okay, and then I take that, hold on, we gotta spray that. So we're gonna take that shade in there, and they don't, okay, it's very, Chris seems like the kind of guy that wears a lot of makeup. Chris has no experience anyways. Exactly. Okay, so they put it in the inner corner, and it just, not blended. I'm trying to blend it, okay. But they put it in there, doesn't look very good. Okay. So I'm gonna use a lighter shade, the same shade that we used on this side. Find my little brush, and I use a tiny little brush like this, and I just tap it right there, right there. And then I wipe the rest off, and I blend it. So it's still brightening. You can still see it there, but it's not like this. You know what? We're gonna make this shade brighter. Okay, we're gonna use that same thing, but we're gonna do what we did. And I actually used to do this. Not as bad, but no thank you. So next we're going to do, okay, I'm gonna fix this because I got powder in that brow gel. I'm just gonna lightly go back over it. Just to bring it back to life. Like so. You're hilarious, thank you. This is how your channel is supposed to be. You're in your element now. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Okay, so there's that. Oh, we forgot to highlight the brow bone. I see this a lot too. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna use this palette here. And we are going to use this shade here. Or actually, we're gonna use the same shade on both sides. We're gonna use this shade. And I'm gonna put too much on, and we're gonna highlight the brow bone with it. And we're gonna take it all the way across. like this. I used to do that. I used to do that. So this is how I do it now. I take it right there in the center, just right there. Then I take my finger and dab it. And it's still highlighted. It's still highlighted, but it's not harsh. It's very light, it's very subtle. It's pretty. It's pretty. Okay. Next, we're doing lashes. I see the difference for sure. Yes. Okay. So, for different looks, you use different lashes. You know, y'all know this by now. Okay? There's some people who use the same type of lash for every single look. And I don't think that they realize, you know what I mean? I don't think they realize, hey Trinity! I don't think they realize that there are different lashes. Let me find a different lash. That one was too dramatic. Hey! Or, I don't think that they realize what kind of lash to use. For a look like this, I would use a half lash. Because you have the shimmer on the inside, you know, and you want to show off your eyeshadow. If you did eyeshadow, you want to show it off, you know. But lashes like these kind of hide it. And then they also droop. They don't cut enough off of their lash. I don't think, okay, hold on. I don't think they cut enough of their lash off. And it's like, it makes your eye look droopy. Okay, so we're gonna put that one on. Or maybe they just like it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Use my Ioni lash glue, of course. I would not recommend this lash for this look. And then for the other side, I use half lashes because that's what looks best with this kind of look, in my opinion. So I'm going to put lash glue on that. I used to do makeup for events and stuff, but I don't have time for that now. And they took advantage of me, so they paid me $20 to travel to them, to use my products, to do their full face, to do their hair too. 20 bucks for all that? See, the lash is, see, it's not too bad. It's not too thick, but I wanted to also show, or I should have stood on business. See, back then I wasn't, you know, I was afraid to say anything. Gotta be a tougher businesswoman. Now I'd be like, you thought. And on this side, we have a half lash, and it's not drooping. Our eyeshadow look. I love half lashes. Did you do like full B? No, this is bad side, this is good side. This is like mistakes people make. Like muddy eyeshadow. I'm gonna like edit this and like compact it into a smaller video so that way it's like you can see faster. Like there isn't all this talking in between and you know. Yeah, right, Zay. But like this lash, this side looks so much better. Okay. So we are going to do the same liner, lip liner on both sides. Clip me the sister joke. We're gonna use the same lip liner on both sides, but we're gonna use them two different ways. This is how you don't overline your lips. You don't overline all the way over your whole lip line. Like, it just doesn't look natural at all, okay? And people don't blend it either. So this side, what you want to do is overline up here. Don't go past here. And you want to blend it. This is gonna look strange, I know. And same with down here. You can overline under your lip. And then get back to your natural lip line. And then you can just tap it with your finger. Y'all should have seen my eyeshadow before Rai taught me this. The correct way. Yeah. I have some dry lips. Okay. So you can see, pouty, more natural looking, and then just very large. Okay. Very large and clearly overlined. Okay. And then just very large. I'm just gonna use the same lip oil. This is the Maracuja Juicy Plumping Lip Oil in the shade Buffed Rose by Tarte. This is my favorite one by them. And I just kind of tap it on. And when you put on a gloss, make sure you take it all the way to that edge so it doesn't look unnatural. And it just makes your lips look plumpy. But I see this. They don't take it all the way up. They just leave it on the lips, not on the lip liner. See? See? Like, it's not bad, but this side, it looks plump. It doesn't look unnatural. You know? You know? Okay. What's left? Is that it? Is that it? No. No. There's one more thing. Both look fine. But come on. Eyebrows, they're done. But this side, we should really emphasize the overdoneness of this side. There. I really like to tightline, and that is the underneath, right there. The waterline under your upper lash line, or the waterline, the upper waterline. That's what I'm trying to say. Left side is blow up. And I promise you, this makes all the difference. Okay, now we're done. So, good side. Hold on. Good side? Oh, not so good side. This is more natural, like more flawless looking. And then we got Adele. There's the final look. This is more lifted. Love the glam on the good side. The other side kind of scared me when I came in. But like the blush is killing me. Like, you don't stay smiling, you know? It's all the way down here. You do not put blush down here. You put blush up here. The pretty side. I put crusty side out. See, look how large. Oh, there's some people that really enjoy this though. What brand of lipstick? This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Plumping Lip Oil in shade Buffed Rose. You don't have to spam the question. I'll answer it. I promise. Okay. What lip liner did I use? The Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine. There you go. Look how... Oh. This side just looks so good. Hey, Jay. Do you get your nails done? No, I did them myself. Trinity! Where's it at? Where is it at? Oh, these. This is the Sally Hansen Good Kind Pure Lasting nail lacquer. It's vegan. I don't think that matters, but it's Sally Hansen, and I got it at Dollar Tree, and that's what I'm wearing right now. It dried. It dried. I wish you did the stream with shitty makeup and didn't tell us. I wonder who would be honest. But this one, let me show you. It dried. Y'all know my issue with regular polish. It dried. Like, what the heck? Hold on. It's this. At Dollar Tree. They had different shades at my Dollar Tree. It dried. It dried. This side looks so good. Like, this side looks really airbrushed and flawless. This is pretty good. But, yeah. There you go. I hope this video helped some of y'all. But look at this. It freaking dried. I love the color on it. Thank you. Thank you. No problem. No problem. But this is Suntastic. It's like, it's like that butter yellow, you know? I definitely learned a lot. I hope you did. I have to say, this freaking skin tint is the best. Ooh. I made chicken quesadillas before this, and that is what I am burping up. I'm gonna leave this video up so y'all can come back to it if you need to, but I'm going to take clips from it and try to condense a shorter form that's more straight to the point, you know. From Elf? Yeah, it is insane, but you don't need a lot of product. And I will pay the $18. Y'all know I'm a penny pincher. I'm a penny pincher. But if I run out of, when I run out of this, I will buy it again. I'm telling you, like, look at this side. I freaking love it. I have not loved a complexion product in a long time. This is squeezes boogers out of Abraham Lincoln. What? I don't know. There's magic in this. I'm telling you. Sponsor me, Elf. Sponsor me. The review I did on this was so good. If I may say so myself. Okay. In your dreams. I know. Maybe. If I keep going. I've posted so many review videos lately. I've been really buckling down and getting that kind of content out. So maybe my channel will like get back on to makeup side of YouTube, you know? Let me just any negative reviews on Elf? Yeah, I didn't like this. I just recently tried it. Maybe they want real opinion. I would hope so. I hope so. Because I ain't gonna lie. This is supposed to keep your lashes curled. If you use my trick, or maybe they don't, maybe not. If you use my trick and you don't put the mascara on the roots, any mascara will stay curled. But it says it's supposed to curl your lashes, so I would assume you would put it on the right way. The normal way, the way we've done it for a while, you know? There was also something else. Another Elf product. Oh, it was this. This. Get expired. Didn't you say not many products curl them? Yeah. You're very lucky if you find a mascara that keeps your lashes curled. Which I liked the Clinique High Impact. Clinique High Impact kept my lashes curled. I haven't had that in a long time. But this sucks ass. It doesn't show up. It really doesn't. Yeah, you're very late. That brow pen, I know! Look at this. There's a few streaks on there. Let's press very hard. There you go. Now it'll show up. I don't think you're gonna do that for your brows though. You know? It says it's buildable. This is how I apply mine. I do mine very light. And it's still, ooh. It doesn't go. Okay, hold on. Let me make little strokes. Elf sponsor me. This sucks ass. Okay, well. Hey, if someone bought something that I said was great, it better be great. But like tiny little strokes, it doesn't show up. It doesn't show up when you do tiny little strokes. Okay? Look, but if you press, it does. I'm not lying for nobody. There was something else too. I'll have to find it. There was something else. You have more integrity than Zay. Hold on, let me see. I think, let me look at the reviews that I did. Wait a minute, I think that was it. I think it was 2 products. 2 products. These, the lip and cheek tints, they're so good. They're so much better than the Benefit tints. And much more affordable. $5. $5 and you get more product. I think these, the regular size of this is $26. And this mini is like $15, which you get more for $5. And it's better. So neat. Okay, I think I'm done here. I'm putting, oh, also, before I go, I'm putting all the products that I hated in here for second chances or like full face of shitty makeup. So, stay tuned. Hate you, Becky. Yeah. Hate your guts. Ugh. Yeah, I have those types of, I love those types of lives. Makeup on point tonight? Which side? Party on the left, business on the right. Look at the shade difference between my ear and my... Let's get up close. You can really tell the lip liner now. UK women suck at makeup. No problem. I am gonna cut this video down, I think. I think that is a good idea. It never matches the neck. I think that's a pretty good match for me. This skin tint. Like, it's like perfect. Sponsor me, y'all. I'm gonna clip that and make that a short. Okay, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for taking advice. Thanks for asking questions. I hope you liked this one. My nails. They dried! Damn, I just got here. Well, you're late. So, I've been on here for like 2.5 hours. Nails are fire. Thank you. And I didn't get a notification. Well, yep, you're late. We're done. Are those not supposed to dry? No, regular polish never dries on me. It always gets smudged, but like, this worked. I got it at Dollar Tree at Sally Henson. These are usually like $8 or $9 too, and I got it for $1.25. Oh, Trinity, are you still here? Look what I got today at Dollar Tree for $1.25. This full-size micellar water. That is insane. LDT. No, that's a win. It dried. It dried. There's hope. How much is this normally? I still think it's a win no matter what, but micellar jelly cleansing water. I'm jealous of the great find. I know. I hope you find it at yours, because that is so cool. Jelly water with charcoal. Stan Brown browser. Let's see. I think DT is a better sponsor for you than Elf. Yeah. Maybe. Probably. These run around $10. Oh, this has been discontinued. Why was this discontinued? I don't know, but I'm gonna try it. These run about $10, so that's insane that I got it for $1.25. It might be shit. It might be shit, but you know, I waste my money so you don't have to. Thanks, Mike. This is shitty side, and this is the great side. Duh. But I thought about putting that in my videos, like when I review stuff. I waste my money so you don't have to. It is micellar cleansing jelly water. People say it, why not? Maybe. I might do it. I thought about doing it for my reviews, but I thought it was like passive aggressive or something. My lips look huge on this side. I've never seen that. I've never seen it either. It's good though. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of excited to try it, but after seeing that it's discontinued, it's kind of like, why though? Why is it discontinued? Avoid eye contact. Can you see the difference?
Yes, one side's crusty.
Why though? I'm gonna do more research. I go, well, I grabbed it because there's only 3 left at mine. There's no expiration date, so I think it's like after you open it, you know? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I might start using this for like when I do crazy makeup and I take my makeup off on camera, you know?
She's so fat. What?
Bobby's in here.
Simba.
She's gonna shit on you. I'm gonna laugh if she shits on you. What was the eyeshadow palette? I used this. Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3. I think he's been watching the whole time.
No, we were asleep for a while.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going around.
He's trying to not say it, but push a button that says a really bad word. Do it? Mike says do it.
Should I?
I'm keeping this up. I don't want... I don't want to be called racist. Mike's a bad influence. I don't think we should do it.
Okay.
Because I want to keep this one up. I didn't play music the whole time, so I could keep this one up. Okay. 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 I think that they were trying to cash grab. You better go before the stream is ruined. Oh, yeah. I think they were doing like a cash grab maybe with the jelly thing. Maybe that's what's wrong with it. The jelly, like it didn't do a good job taking it off maybe. When I use it, I'll talk about it. What are you doing?
I'm playing with the soundboard.
That one rosy cheek is hilarious. I know. That is pretty funny. I want to do, hello, look at my makeup today. That's short. That is all. I really do like this side. This is like perfect for like fall. This eyeshadow. Please, like you're not gonna. I wasn't gonna. I might now. Okay. I'm leaving now for like the millionth time. I think I've said that a million times already. What?
There's a Gordon Ramsay soundboard on here.
What does it say? Bye. It may not go over well without context. It might go viral. Might get my channel some attention though. What? You're not gonna share?
No, I don't know if there's like anything bad here. I have to review it all.
Peace. I'm really stoked about this nail polish. It's very cute. You're not gonna do any? Okay. Well, he's not gonna do any, so he's got a soundboard on his phone. Gonna end us on the scary sound. You can hear that? They can hear that.
Oh.
I should say something very controversial or something so weird or something, and just end the stream. I have a hard time ending the stream. I don't know why. Okay. I'm ending it now.
This is how you should end every live.
What?
There you go. It's the fifth one.
Have a good night, Trinity.
Fuck off and go put some more makeup on.
Fuck off and go put some more makeup on. Bye.